Welcome back, everyone. It's Infinite Heresy, and we're on part two of the Fractured Butthole, taking off exactly where we left. So let's head on inside and see if we can't get involved with what Cartman's doing.
Oh, hello. The boys are down in their little basement playroom. Eric and his friends are so imaginative.
So those are just consumables that you can find throughout the world, and we can use them in battle to help sustain us, heal us, that sort of deal.
Oh, did you get locked out? I'm afraid little Eric put a lock on the door to keep me out. I'm sure he has the passcode written down here somewhere.
And nothing like a good old hand-holding tutorial to give you a hint to look around. Press X to punch cracked objects. That lamp. Alright, so there's the password on with Cartman's very imaginative drawings. And you can see there, if you go by the toilet, there's a check mark saying that we've completed the pooing event for that particular toilet. And like I said in episode 1, if you do that in every toilet in South Park, you'll get an achievement.
Yes, officer. Somebody appears to have put lava in front of my door. Well, no, it's not hot, but my son told me I will burn to death if I try and cross it. Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Oh, yes, he did
You,
tell me that if
Mom.
I step on a crack, it would break my mother's back. Whoa.
Maybe we should go to Raisins and see if the waitresses know anything. That's not enough, Mosquito. We have to act fast before the Freedom Pals can. $100 reward. Do you know what that could mean to our superhero franchise?
That cat looks pretty old. Maybe it just died in the gutter somewhere.
Human Kite, do I have to remind you that as of right now, Freedom Pals have 100 followers on Instagram? We have 6. The 5 of us and Billy Turner, who's a ginger. This is the key to finally beating those fuckers. But where do we start looking? That cat could be anywhere. We need to split up. Mosquito, take to the air and check out all the city parks.
You got it. Mosquito away.
Human Kite, see if the cat is stuck up a tree somewhere. You've got the storm drain, Super Craig.
Woo!
Super Craig! Fast Pass, I need you to use your superhuman speed to get to the mayor's office and tell her we're on the case. Don't worry, Coon. You can count on Fast Pass to get there fast. Excuse me. Super Craig, this is Coon. Do you copy? Super Craig, the fuck are you? I repeat, the fuck are you, Super Craig? Oh, wait. Now the security system isn't working? Dude, what the fuck? Ordinary citizens aren't allowed in the Coon lair. We're playing superheroes now, and you aren't a superhero, new kid, so fuck off, okay? All right, look, you can watch us play superheroes as long as you don't get in the way. Make yourself useful. Go grab me the Stefancy device. It's over there. Well, that took long enough. Stefancy device active. You really want to be a superhero, huh? Play with the big boys? Well, maybe. Maybe you can be useful. Have a seat at the table, douchebag. Let's see, mosquitoes, ABLs. Jesus Christ. Are these even in a human language? Alright, in order to play superheroes, you have to have a superhero persona. Then you can fill out your character sheet on Kunstagram. Do you have a Kunstagram page? Oh boy, you're not even on Kunstagram, huh? Well, I guess I can create one for you. Fucking unbelievable. So the first thing we need to fill out on your character sheet is your class. You know, what kind of superhero are you? Since you're a newbie, you can only choose between 3 for now. Brutalist. Speedster. Blaster.
So you can pick whatever hero type you want here.
Speedster.
In the top beside your character, it shows you the 4 moves everyone has. The big one on the left is their ultimate ability. The following 3 are their regular abilities. The flexing arm tells you that the ability is a melee ability.
Brutalist.
So chances are it's going to be close quarters.
Blaster.
The mind ability tells you that it's going to be a magic, an energy, usually a distance type attack. And the green symbol is usually a buff type ability or a little special movement based ability, AoE type. So I personally prefer to start with the blaster, but by all means, pick whoever you want. You can just see there it shows you exactly the move set for this particular class.
Okay, douchebag, but now, we need to find out what terrible thing in your past drives you. You see, douche, all superheroes have a compelling backstory. It's from that backstory that their powers gain meaning. Let's take you back to when you were just a child. You lay awake that night. Like so many other nights, you couldn't sleep because you knew you weren't like the other kids. You walked to the mirror. You looked in the mirror and you felt alone. And that's when it happened. A loud noise. You swore you could hear your mother calling for help. You left your room. Out in the hallway, you saw 2 intruders in front of your parents' door. You had to stop them from hurting your parents. You knew you had the power to stop them, so for the first time you called upon your blaster powers. As a blazing blaster hero, you began to overheat as the fire in your belly ignited. You wasted no time delivering sick burns into the villains before you. As the flames cleared, the intruders realized what they were up against.
Shit, this little flamer means business! Didn't your mom tell you not to play with fire?
The intruders moved in to attack.
You've left us no choice, kid.
With the enemies closing in, you gave yourself some space by knocking your foes back. But the intruders wouldn't take getting pushed around lightly.
Hey, you can't push us around like that.
Little did they know, they set themselves up for destruction.
So much range. I'll just get out of the way.
His comrade fallen, the extra ugly one closed in.
Not so hot now, you little flamer. Yeah, we showed him.
You were gravely injured, but the intruder's blows only awaken the fires that burn within you.
So if you know,
Swallowed the pain and unleashed your ultimate attack.
you notice that as you take damage, that bar at the top fills. When it gets to 100%, it allows you to use your ultimate.
And so you beat them. All seemed to be okay, but then you finally reached your parents' door. And what you saw when you opened that door changed your life forever and led you to fighting crime. You were too late, because when you opened that door, you saw your dad fuck your mom. Wow, that's a pretty heavy backstory. You fight crime because you never forgot the night you weren't in time, and you saw your own father, the man you trusted, fuck your mom. It's like a ripple in time you can't ever change, isn't it? All right, now that you're a superhero, I have a mission for you. I need you to go out into town and try to get as many followers as you can on Coonstagram. It's the only way our franchise will survive.
So right here in the lair is a little store that you can buy things at. I'm gonna list the three apps that have just been installed on our phone. I'll take us to that shortly so we can look at that. If you hit the left button, not your start one, it pulls up all your phone apps. We can start off at the character sheet here. Character sheet tracks your progress throughout your superhero adventure. Earn titles to fill out your character sheet. You'll get XP, and the Coon will leave a reward in the bedroom toy box. I mentioned that in part 1. This is what I was referring to. So you look that the character sheet is very empty right now. As we progress through the game, we'll be able to fill all this out, as well as on the right hand side we'll get more challenges surrounding what it wants us to do. Right now all we have is the novice puzzle solver. When all of this is completed and you've got all of the titles, allies, summons, farts, when you've completed all of that, there is also an achievement. That will probably be the final achievement we get in this game, unless we miss some collectibles before we finish the final boss. The costumes icon is where every costume piece you buy ends up, and you can change what you look like as you progress through your adventure to pretty much whatever you would like. So we're going to get some dashing facial hair. You don't need any glasses. We've got costume specific gloves on. There's a couple other outfits if you're in the Ubisoft club and you would like to get them. I'm just going to stick with the fairly basic stuff we have right now. Settings gallery, so you can set up your phone however you like. The inventory, you've got your consumables, mission items, and the components that you can use to craft clothing and items later on in the game. And Coonstagram will just show all the followers you get throughout the game, and there's also a challenge on your character sheet in regards to the amount of people following you on here. With that being said, we've got our character.
The Coon store has just been updated.
We've
You should
looked
visit
through the
Coon.
basement here. We obviously don't have enough money to buy anything as of yet, but when we do, we'll come back here.
You're welcome.
We've got the blaster class, and we've got set up for our next mission. So we're going to call it a day for now. Thank you all for joining me, and we hope to see you again next time.